Hello, and welcome back to Court TV Live. Michael Ayala here with Judge Ashley Wilcott. We are going to take you live out to San Diego because the jury is in and the verdict will be delivered in the case of Ali Abulaban.
Superior Court of the State of California in and for the County of San Diego. The people of the State of California. Plaintiff versus Ali Nasser Abulaban. Defendant. Case number SCD 292181. Verdict. We, the jury in the above entitled cause, find the defendant, Ali Nasser Abulaban, guilty of the crime of murder in the first degree of Rayburn Cardenas.
Silence. Nothing.
Of Rayburn Cardenas Baron in violation of Penal Code Section 187, Parent A, as charged in count 2. Oh, it is. Okay. In count 2 of the information. And we further find the allegation that in the commission and attempted commission of the above offense, the defendant, Ali Nasser Abulaban, intentionally and personally discharged a firearm, to wit, a handgun, and proximately caused great bodily injury and death to a person within the meaning of Penal Code Section 12022.53, Parent D, to be true. Special circumstance as to count 1 and 2, and we further find the allegation against the defendant, Ali Nasser Abulaban, that he has in this proceeding been convicted of more than one offense of murder in the first or second degree within the meaning of Penal Code Section 190.2, Parent A, Parent 3, to be true. Dated May 29th, 2024, jury 4-person. Same title, same cause, verdict. We, the jury in the above entitled cause, find the defendant, Ali Nasser Abulaban, guilty of the crime of murder in the first degree of Anna Abulaban in violation of Penal Code Section 187, Parent A, as charged in count 1 of the information. And we further find the allegation that in the commission and attempted commission of the above offense, the defendant, Ali Nasser Abulaban, intentionally and personally discharged a firearm, to wit, a handgun, and proximately caused great bodily injury and death to a person within the meaning of Penal Code Section 12022.53, Parent D, to be true. Special circumstance as to count 1 and 2, and we further find the allegation against the defendant, Ali Nasser Abulaban, that he has in this proceeding been convicted of more than one offense of murder in the first or second degree within the meaning of Penal Code Section 190.2, Parent A, Parent 3, to be true. Dated May 28th, 2024, jury 4-person. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, was this and is this your verdict as I have just read to you? Yes.
Yes. I wish to poll the jury.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I will ask you individually, was this and is this your verdict as I have just read? Please answer yes or no to that question. Juror number 1, was this and is this your verdict? Juror number 2, same question? Yes. Juror number 3, same question? Yes. Juror number 4, same question? Yes. Juror number 5, same question? Yes. Juror number 6, same question? Yes. Juror number 7, same question? Juror number 8, same question? Yes. Juror number 9, same question? Yes. Juror number 10, same question? Yes. Juror number 11, same question? Yes. And juror number 12, same question?
Yes.
Your Honor, all answer in the affirmative.
Charlie, record the verdict. Ladies and gentlemen, you have now completed your jury service on this case. On behalf of the judges of this court, please accept my thanks for your time and effort. Now the case is over, you may choose whether or not to discuss the case in your deliberations with anyone. I will remind you that under California law, you must wait at least 90 days before negotiating or agreeing to accept any payment or information about the case. Let me tell you about some rules the law puts in place for your convenience.
All right, so there you have it. The verdict has been read. Ali Abulaban found guilty of 2 counts. First-degree murder in the murder of his estranged wife, Anna, as well as her friend, Ray Barron. There were a couple of enhancements involved as well. The fact that there were more than one first-degree murder charge where he was convicted, and also the use of a firearm, the firearm enhancement, as we call it.
That's right. I don't think we're surprised at all, either of us, that he did get the 2 first-degree. I have to comment on 2 things. I thought he'd act out or react to this, and he's not. You were right. You said, no, I don't think he will, and he didn't. There's a live picture. You're seeing him right now after he heard the 2 first-degree murder convictions. But the other thing, Michael, is I'm disappointed that the gallery reacted so loudly, visibly. That's horrible courtroom decorum. I don't care if it's the right answer, the right verdict. At the end of the day, you have to respect the process, the courtroom, the decorum, and I'm frustrated by that.
And you mentioned the judge didn't even tell them to keep it down. You know, that's the first thing that happens. You get the gavel going and you say, you guys, I can't have this, right?
Yeah.
And you even say it beforehand as well.
Yes.
So once again, I thought the judge kind of let things go a little bit loosey-goosey there. All right, let's bring back in our guest. Still with us, criminal defense attorney Marie Pereira. Marie, you want to get your reaction? I pretty much know what it is, but I'd love to hear it.
I'm super happy. I feel that justice has been served. There are no winners because his life is over. The baby has no parents now, and 2 people are lost. But justice was served, and they're sending a message out to people who can't control their addictions, their narcissism, that there are laws, and you can be mad, but you can't go around killing people because you've been dumped. That's just what it is, and this is the message that the jurors are sending. We have laws in this country. You can't just take your feelings, call it passion, and go around murdering people, man or woman. Whatever the domestic violence is, whether it's man to woman, woman to man, you can't do that, period.
So this TikTok star, his TikTok career is over. I'm pretty sure they don't allow you to post TikTok videos from prison.
Oh, I don't know. Don't speak so quickly. Wasn't it? Who was it that was in jail that used to do the singing? And Marie, do you remember who it was? Who would do videos from her cell at Christmas time and from the court and send them out, or from the jailhouse rather. Oh, I'm going to look it up and we're going to revisit that.
I don't recall that.
Oh my gosh, it was big news. Anyways, I digress. Let's go back to this particular defendant in this courtroom. I agree it was the right verdict, but again, let's opine a little bit. What do we think possibly the 7 hours required? Do you think there was maybe just one holdout? Perhaps it was for the firearm enhancement, although that's how he killed both of them, was with a gun. What are your thoughts, Marie?
I think that there might have been people on the jury who have been cheated on and somehow had a little empathy for him, but thank God they came to their senses and they know murder is murder. It doesn't matter about emotions. Check your emotions at the door. You can't go around killing people because somebody didn't love you the way you loved them back, or you were just abusive.
Yeah, this had the feel of maybe 1 or 2 holdouts. You know, people who were not fully convinced at one point that this was in fact a premeditated murder and had to be convinced over and over with the, you know, the rest of the jurors. That's the sense that I'm getting. And again, we're just finding out sentencing is now scheduled for June 28th. He's facing life in prison without the possibility of parole, which I think might be the only choice for the judge with the enhancements that he has. So again, this guy is not going to see the light of day. But you know what I was thinking as I'm watching the verdict being read and I'm watching him sitting there, what I see, Marie, I see a ticking time bomb. Because if it wasn't Anna, and yeah, we're looking at him now. This is actually live. He's crying right now, and you know, there's remorse now. You know, okay, the tears a little too late at this point, but you know, when I looked at him, he was a bit of a ticking time bomb. If it wasn't Anna, his estranged wife, there would have been another relationship down the road. He clearly had issues. Those issues would have manifested in any relationship.
I agree with you 100%, and he could tick all he wants. Let's see how he's going to react in prison with hardcore criminals when something doesn't go his way. He could tick, tick, tick. Let's see what happens in prison. Let's see how much of a bully he can be in prison. Because narcissists, domestic abusers, they're bullies. It's all about control. Let's see how much control he has in prison.
And I don't think there's anything else he can present to the court as mitigation other than his testimony, because a lot of us watched that, looked at it and said, boy, this really feels to be sentencing rather than arguing for his innocence in terms of the murder charge. I just have to mention to you both, Jodi Arias, how could I forget?
Oh.
Jodi Arias, she won Prison Idol for singing
right.
Oh Holy Night.
That's
and it was,
right.
So I think it's too much to say.
It was a prison competition.
Yes,
it's
but
it's not like you have a cell phone and you can make videos.
That is true, but you never know what they're going to allow from prison anymore. All of that to say, I think, too, he is looking at life in prison. I think it's justice. In the last 30 seconds, Marie, comment on that piece.
Without a possibility of parole, I hope that's part of it, because he doesn't deserve to see the light of day. And since this whole trial was without decorum, let me just say, I'm happy.
Unfortunately, I do think there was a little bit of lack of decorum as we were watching this unfold. But at the end of the day, justice won out. I think it's the right verdict.
Yes.
I agree 100%. Cannot dispute that at all.
And I have to say again, you were right. He did cry. There were real tears, but he
Yeah.
really didn't react in a dramatic
A lot of times,
way.
the only reason I said that is a lot of times when they spend time in prison, they have time to become resigned to their situation.
Okay, that's good insight because I was
Yeah.
a little surprised by that.